Hello everybody, I am Angry Bird and we're back with a new Steel Division 2 cast today. Steel Division 2 League Season 2, we're in the playoffs, semi-finals, Kato Megumi.ZZ versus Gonzo. This is the second match between these two pair. And definitely, if you have not seen the first, do not miss it. Go back, watch that game. It is definitely well worth a watch, and if I'm honest, it's probably my favorite game of the playoffs so far, so definitely don't miss that game. So the matchup today, we are on Orsha East. We have Kato Megumi.ZZ on the left hand side in red, playing the second guards tank core on Vanguard income, something I didn't think I would say. And then we have Gonzo on the right hand side in blue. He's playing the Pansari Division on flatline income, so a new division from the fate of Finland. I think this is the one of the first times I think we have seen this in action once before, but yeah, brand new division to Steel Division 2, and I am excited to see Gonzo using the Pansari. Wow, let's have a look at the decks. Kato playing the second guards tank core. Who would have thought it? Wow, we did a tier list video maybe 2 months ago now. I am going to update this. I am going to do a new tier list video, so keep your eyes peeled for that. It will be once the playoffs have finished, probably in another 2 weeks or so, so not too long actually. But yeah, second guard tank core, they were rated joint bottom on the tier list with the 28 Viega, so Kato Megumi.ZZ taking them in a semi-final matchup against probably number 2 seed in the world, Gonzo. Who would have thought that? I don't think anyone. I don't think anyone would have thought that. But let's have a look at his deck, and let's see what the second guards tank core have in store for us. Razvedka, great recon units. They have the bazooka, 250 meter range, fantastic units. Tanko Desaniki in A, going to be very aggressive. After Michiki, 2 cards of those, 1 in A and 1 in B. No C phase infantry, so Kato's going to go hard A and B phase, and that's where all his tanks are as well. Just 1 card of T-34, 85 in C. Only 10 tanks there as a backup. That's the only C phase card in his deck, so he's going very hard early on with the second guards tank core. They do have the SD2. It's a great anti-tank gun. It's going to be fantastic at taking out tanks, but then Pansari Division, they're not got the heaviest tanks. They get a lot of stugs, or sturmy as the Finnish call them, but yeah, not you know, there's this two's kind of a bit of overkill to take out Stugs, but they'll definitely do the job really well. There's the ISU 152. That's going to be a nice unit to see in action. We really get to see that in action, really, just to make that point again. So yeah, it's going to be nice to see that. I expect the off maps, I reckon, early on in A to help him push forwards. And yeah, that's where we have it. I reckon the PE-283, I have a feeling that's got the 250 kilogram bomb loadout and 100 points. That could be quite a decent bomber. I reckon Kato's going to go strong, although that's in B phase, isn't it? Yeah, interesting. It's going to be good to see that coming in B phase. I reckon it's going to do a lot of damage. Let's have a look at Gonzo's deck. He's on the right, playing the Pansari Division on flatline income, and a lot of people are not sure about the income type for this division. I actually think flatline suits them fairly well, because I think, or is it this division? Am I getting this division confused with the Rima Rapana? I may well be doing that. I think I am, yeah. Anyway, so flatline income. He has the Takar and Puja. And I'm going to murder the pronunciation of these infantry. I apologise to every Finnish person out there. I'm very sorry. It's not something I do willingly. I am really bad at languages. It was my worst kind of subject growing up in school. I failed it. It was the only subject I failed. I was pretty good at school. You know, I am a bit nerdy, so I was fairly decent at my, you know, education, but languages, it's just something I've never ever in my entire life been able to comprehend. Language is just something that my brain doesn't really work well with foreign languages, to me, as a Englishman, as someone from the UK. So I'm very sorry, and I get it constantly in my comments. This is why I'm labouring the point. I get it constantly that I'm mispronouncing units. I'm sorry. I genuinely am. I know it really annoys some people. I try and work on it, and I think I'm doing a lot better with the Hungarian units, but it's going to take some time. Anyway, enough of that aside. The units I mentioned, the Takar and Puja, they are double sniper units, so they're going to be really good. The game is underway, so I'm going to run through this quick. We have a lot of skirmishes. Well, actually, we don't have a lot of skirmishes. We have T-34s, 76ers, T-34 85s in A phase. Then we have the skirmishes in B phase, 16 of them in total, so not a huge amount of tanks. There's this 2 guns, definitely going to be enough to take them on. We have an ISU on the A phase on the Finnish side, so it's ISU versus ISU. We have a lot more bombers though, and those Blenheims as well. So Gonzo, I think he's going to use the bombers to great effect. Let's jump in, make sure we don't miss any action. On the left hand side in red is Kato Megumi.ZZ playing the 2nd Guards Tank Corps on Vanguard. He's going to look to hit this position hard, and wow, look how fast he's got in there. The Finnish transports are so slow. On the right hand side in blue we have Gonzo playing the Pansari Divisiona on flatline income. Looks like he's looking to dominate the south, but Kato's rushed in Ognomachiki up into this central area and gets a fantastic start here. The Nostovaki do unload. They do have the Molotovs though. Wow, look at them dispatch those Ognomachiki easily. I was not expecting that. And actually Gonzo almost retakes that flag. I'm kind of surprised Kato's holding that. It's so tight there. Up in the north, another Ognomachiki rush. So Kato does pick up early flags. He has the 13-11, and down south, well, it's kind of even Stevens for now. No real engagements in the centre town. The Nostovaki are pushing forwards, and they are pushing back Kato Megumi.ZZ. Gonzo retakes the flag. It is still 13-11 to Kato due to that northern capture, and I think the central. No, it must be that northern capture. This central flag here starts off as red from the start. He does have after Machiki here in transports. I'm kind of surprised they're hanging back. I guess he spotted the 45mm, which is why he's not pushed them forwards. It's kind of 45mm exchanging fires with each other. Now the Tanko de Saniki push forwards. I'm interested to see what happens here. Will Kato be able to keep those Tanko Disanikis alive? It looks like he is. And if they do get into the buildings, I think the Finnish will have trouble fighting them. One of the T-34s did go down. I think it was the leader variant. Went down there. May just be completely making that up. But the tank, the Finnish tank, has also gone down. Kato pushes forwards with his units and does, I think, secure this flag. There's one unit of Jakari here, but there's so many Russian units, there's no way those Jakari can survive, and I'm sure they will go down. They do take 2 Ognomachikis with them, but I think they will now go down. Let's just check back. No movement in the southern side yet. Gonzo has recaptured the central area, and he has captured that central town from Kato Megumi.ZZ, so it's 12-12 on the flags. Kato does push forwards in the northern central area. The 45mm is still here, and the double sniper as well, taking shots onto that Guardia DP, is going to take that out. Lovely sight watching those double snipers. After Machiki and Tanko Desaniki push through the forest. Kato's got 2 76ers pushing here up against the 45mm. They're going to look to overwhelm them with firepower. I'm surprised the T-34-85 isn't pushing forwards as well. And that M2A1, I'm surprised that hasn't reallocated. Kato's obviously microing elsewhere. Will that 45mm be able to take down one of the tanks? No, it is going to go down next shot. I'm pretty sure of it. Does get a second one in and does take one down. So those tanks miss their shots. They have to Machiki engage the snipers, but get pinned down by those double sniper shots. Immediately taking out those after Machikis, but the Tanko Disanikis are going to engage now. And because they have the Molotovs, I think they will take out those snipers. Yeah, there goes the Molotov. Yeah, down they go. So those snipers did a great job holding up Kato for now, but he has pushed through in that northern central area. It's still a 12-12 though, although there is an off map from the Jeep KO 152mm. Wow, Gonzo's pushed all the way forwards in this town. Down goes a T-34 4 there to the Sturmy leader. There is a T-34-85 here, but it's all alone. No infantry to help it. No AT on this infantry, though. The 76ers kind of push back into a more defensive position. And Kato's going to rush Tanko.ZZ in there for now. Still no movement on the southern side. I think Gonzo's pushed his infantry forwards. Kato hasn't even touched his infantry down there. They've just unloaded from his positions at the start. And actually down here in the south as well, I don't think he's touched this infantry either. Gonzo is reinforcing with the T-34-76, so I think he will look to push an attack at some point in the future. Remember, Kato is on Vanguard. Ooh, moving right into an off-map there. With the Tanko, will he pick up the surrenders? Yes, he picks up one. Will he pick up the other? Surely. Yes, so doesn't unload that Tanko.ZZ. Finally does. Gets the kill, but does go down to the 76 shortly after. But Kato re-securing the flag, but it's still a 12-12, so Gonzo... Oh, he's recaptured this flag here. Kato is bringing in the off-map, the second of the Jeep KO-152, and I did hear about this happening. The Jikari commander has come in right into the center of this field. Gonzo has made a mistake here. He's got the commander and the leader mixed up. So he's pushed the commander forwards, and he's put the leader where the commander would be. The commander should be here, the leader should be here. He's got them mixed up. So I did hear about that happening before the start of this game, and there was some jesting. That's such a boomer term, isn't it? There were a few memes in the discords when that happened after the game. Look at these Tanko.ZZ all waiting with the Guardia DPs to rush in after that off-map. T-34-85 engaging 2-on-1 or 1-on-2 against the tank, spalling damage onto the Sturmy K-Pow. And the off-map coming down as well is going to force that Stug to retreat. Down goes the T-34. The M2A1, is that going to push forward and get 2 surrenders? Is that going to surrender Stug leader? Oh, I think it is. Yes, it is. Oh, my days. Oh, is it going to get the surrender on the commander as well? Oh, it is. Oh, my days. Unbelievable. Finally gets taken out by the T-26B, but what a triple surrender from that M2A1. That is the stuff of legend. That guy is going to be written into their history books. Hero of the Second Guards, surrendering a Stug leader and then the commander of the entire enemy forces all in one rush forwards. What a fantastic push there. Some Lati anti-tank units, but they're a bit late to the party. I imagine Gonzo ordered them to try and take out this T-34-85, but yeah, does now unload them, but are a bit late to the party. We'll want to put one of them in the church, maybe, try and hit some of the transports coming in. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. Maybe that's a bad strat. So Gonzo does have a fairly secure foothold over his northern position. Kato has pushed through. He's got 245 mils into what could be reasonable positions, especially if he can push one a bit further south and get shots, you know, side shots onto the reinforcing road. Oh, in comes the double Ju-87 strike. Nice action coming down onto the Guardia DPs. And is Gonzo going to be able to get some surrenders? No, Kato does call them back, but he will pick up the flag there. Oh, Gonzo's pushed down south, and it's a successful push. Both of Kato's squads have gone down. Gonzo establishes full control of the south. There is a T-34-76 rushing through to make sure Gonzo doesn't capitalize on that. But Gonzo does order a Pack 40 into that position, and that will basically give him full control of the south for probably another 20, maybe even the entirety of the game. Down goes another M2A1 rushing forwards. I think it did have units inside, but the Lati have at least paid themselves off getting those kills there. Ooh, double AT gun in that forest, but was that a bombing strike or is that an off map coming down onto them? May well be the off map from the 152 mil. Yes, it is. But the Pack guns, they're still alive for now, taking shots at the T-34-76 Comrotti. Wow, the other T-34-76 charged forwards, and the leader has moved up. But yeah, he can't replace a commander. It doesn't work like that. Another M2A1 charging forwards, and that's been the story of this game so far from Kato. Just charge of his mechanized units. More Guardians charging forward, just charge after charge. I'm just going to keep saying charge. I'm doing my job. Charge. Exchange of fire in the air. 2 Blenheims come in, hit the infantry down here, do get a kill, and an IL-2M. I think that's coming in to try and take care of those Blenheims. Will it get on the back? It may well do that. No, just turns away. Yeah, that should have turned onto the target. Fighters are really suffering from their pathing right now. It feels like it's bugged. I'm pretty sure it is. Most of the community feel like it is, and my understanding is Eugene are working on it. In comes a P2. Oh, I forgot to check the payload. It looks like 5 100 kilogram bombs. Pins down the leader, but no other damage there. Look at this Lati. He's surely getting rear shots. No, he can't. Gonzo not using that unit to full effect. Oh no, it's firing down onto... Did that get the kill? No, it must have been... It was the T-34-85 here that got the kill. I think it is now firing. I'm kind of unsure why he didn't hop it down into this building. In comes the IL-2M, going to strike down onto the T-34-85. Misses the target, but at least forces it back. It's highly suppressed. The crew don't want to stay there, so they are retreating for now. Down in the south, no more movement. Gonzo's tentatively holding this flag with Nostovaki. No more pushes from him, and Kato will take that flag. Gonzo's 13-11 up though, and Kato's on Vanguard income. Surprising. I think it's, well, he's going to lose that. This flag's going to get taken, but he's still got a 12-12. He's still holding this flag down here, but he has lost this flag up here. He does move in Jakari. They have a fantastic loadout, one of the best infantry in the game now. I mean, they can't stand up to the Light Pioneers on a one-on-one battle, but those Molotov cocktails, the 6 SVTs, the Panzerfaust, the Sumi, I think it's Sumi, machine gun. I mean, fantastic, because they can fire at 150 meters. The Tanko Desaniki cannot fire back right now, so Gonzo's just going to take out these Tanko Desaniki, and Tanko Desaniki are a fantastic unit. You do not want to lose these so easily, and Kato is losing them so easily. Gonzo definitely picking up the mini battle here. Here come the double Ju-87 D strikes, flying in and striking down into the heart of those infantry, really killing one. Let's look at another one, diving down, releasing its bombs, and does take out one of the infantry guns. Beautiful attack there from Gonzo, but Kato's just going to throw more Guardia into the mix. Does capture the flag. Will they get through in time? Does unload, and the Jakari throw the Molotov cocktail, pin down 2 units and surrender 1. Gonzo does not care how many Guardias you've got. He will throw as many Molotovs as he's got and surrender whatever comes at him. The T-34-85 is still in place. Kato has the infantry to take the position, but some Panzer IV-Gs coming up now. The Nelunen, I'm pretty sure that's a Panzer IV-G coming up into position. Another Blenheim strike coming in, and a PE2 strike. Let's see, is it 6 100 kilogram bombs? Blenheims have 4 100 kilogram bombs, and the Blenheims I think are more expensive actually. Oh no, 85 points, definitely not more expensive. Ooh, big strikes though onto the leader, at least giving the veterancy, but more Jakaris come in, and Jakaris are just fantastic units. Gonna be pick up a surrender here for sure. Gonna unload as well, and I think Kato's push has been stopped here. Gonzo maintaining a 12-12, and while he does this and Kato's on Vanguard income, Gonzo's going to be pretty happy with his performance so far. In comes the IL-2M's going to strike at some of the Jakari, but ooh, does take them out. Does take them out. It's just one squad. It's just one squad. I think it was about 5 men. The M45 guns that Kato got into position are now ambushing the KLIMI. What unit is that? That is a T-34-76, I think. I'm pretty sure that's a T-34-76. Oh, Gonzo looks to have quite a lot of infantry up here now. Oh, and he's got them in range. Those Cavalry are in range of the M42 Gonzo. That will go down unless Kato moves it out of the way. Kato has the OB-25, which is going to take down some infantry. Oh, but the Jakari, are they going to do that? I don't think they'll see the Aftermichiki in time to engage out. No, they do! Oh! They're spotted. The Aftermichiki start firing. Yeah, and they are taken out. So they were in range of those Aftermichiki and the PPSH. We're still at a 12-12. Gonzo's pushing forward in the center once more, and actually Kato's lost a lot of units. He's been throwing the old human wave tactics at Gonzo, and those Jakari have held off Kato time after time, and Gonzo is pushing forwards once again. He has a nice force here, has a nice lot of Jakaris, has some Panzer IV Gs, has a T-34-85. I think he's going to make this attack, and Kato's just can't stop him right now. 13-11 up from Gonzo. Just Kato's struggling. He is struggling right now. I think he's traded over the last 6 minutes. I think his trades have been poor. I think in this centre town there were a lot of rushes conducted, and while he did well initially with that first M2A1 that rushed up and took 3 surrenders, I think he kept rushing to try and take this position, and Gonzo just managed to hold him at bay. He lost a lot of infantry doing that. Another double Ju-87 D5 strike come down onto the tanks. No, the OB-25. I was trying to get into a good position to see that, but I did not manage it. Bad camera work. Eventually these Aftermichiki are going to go down, surely. They need to get spotted first though. Gonzo could do with like one mortar unit, one kind of artillery unit. Oh, the Tanko Disaniki though, they are spotted, they are found, they are taken out. Gonzo gets himself a 14-10. 17 minutes into this game. Kato's behind on income now, minute by minute. And you've got to feel Gonzo is in a commanding position. The only way Kato's going to win this game from here on outwards is to hunker down, defend at all costs for the next 10 minutes. Oh, but Gonzo's up to a 15-9. He can't even do that. I was going to say hunker down, defend, you know, trade well and try and win the trade battle and turtle his way back to victory. But wow, Gonzo's establishing himself back on the map 17 minutes into this game. He's got himself a 15-9. And it's going to be hard for Kato to push back here. Yeah, there's a surrender. I felt it was coming. I felt it was coming. Gonzo had just weathered the storm early on so well. And Kato just used that human wave tactics, but it just didn't work for him. Gonzo was able to weather the storm and hold on and then establish himself in full control of the southern and central area. And yeah, I'm not surprised about the surrender at that point. So 17 minutes 47 seconds. Congratulations Gonzo, commiserations Kato. 1,600 kills to 1,700 losses. Shows how well Gonzo traded, I think, in the last 10 minutes of that game, because Kato did take a nice lead early on, but you know, 600 difference compared to the previous game that went over an hour and there was about 1,200 difference. So yeah, I mean, if this game was scaled up to about an hour, you times that difference by 3, so you're looking at 1,800 point difference, well more than the previous game. So Gonzo picks up the victory. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. If you did, remember to like and subscribe. Let's have a look at the kills for Gonzo with the Pansari Divisiona. We didn't really have a long time in that game to talk about the two divisions, which is a bit of a shame. And you know what? We didn't even see the ISU come out. What a shame. What a shame. The Lati actually did a fantastic job here, taking out 1, 2, 3, 4 M2A1s. They have a double AT rifle, so can dispatch half tracks really easily. Gonzo did that to great effect. And yeah, fantastic work. The T-34-85 took out 276ers, more half tracks, and this is the problem. Kato was just throwing these half tracks forwards and trading poorly. I think he was desperate to get that early lead with Vanguard, but yeah, I think he just threw away too many units without... I think he could have been a little bit more careful. I mean, he was... Vanguard, income versus flatline, he did need to win that game, or he needed to get himself into a great position early on. So that's what he was attempting to do, but he was almost a bit too reckless. The 45mm here takes out 3 T-34-76ers. Big win for Gonzo. And those early Ognamachiki, they took the positions, but immediately just went down to those Nostovaki. One after the other just disappeared as if they weren't even there. Let's have a look at the kills for Kato. So the T-34-85s, the initial ones, certainly this one here as well, did do reasonably well. But that was it, really. Yeah, I mean, that kind of shows, doesn't it? His infantry did terrible. Wow, his infantry did terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 infantry units got kills throughout the entirety of that 17-minute game. Wow, that's poor. That's poor infantry. I mean, the Finnish infantry is stronger. Don't get me wrong, but then after Machiki and Tanko Desaniki aren't weak. I guess Molotovs at the moment are very strong, and Jikari, they get them. Pretty much all the Finnish units get them, and yeah, I think that's kind of what did the job for Gonzo. Those Molotov cocktails. Well, there we have it. Much shorter game than yesterday, but still a fantastic game, and I think that definitely equaled yesterday's game for sure. Action from the start and action throughout, just did not stop with the action. 17 minutes 47 seconds of pure action on action. Oh, hopefully you enjoyed it. I definitely did. Remember, like and subscribe if you haven't, and definitely check out the links in the description to more of my socials and Twitch. You know, come find me on Twitch and watch me play Steel Division 2 live. But that's it from me today. Thanks very much for watching. I will see you for the decider between these two players. Kato's 1-1, Gonzo's 1-1. We're into the decider. That's coming up next time.